All right, good morning. Good morning, AP Lit. I hope everyone is enjoying these wonderful little videos that I make about a variety of subjects. Today's video, actually, whether you're AP Seminar or AP Lit or any AP kid that happens to run across this, this is a lovely, lovely little video. We don't want to hear from you, iMotors. This is a lovely, lovely video that gives you kind of a snapshot of all the changes that have taken place. Now, I, for one, am excited about these changes. There are some really good changes to this exam that could really help kids out, help teachers out, and give us the kind of information that we've wanted for a long time. So I'm encouraged by what I heard. All right, so we're just going to break this down. This is I watched a webinar yesterday, and these were the takeaways from that webinar. The complete webinar, if you want to watch a webinar, if you want to watch everything and get it right from the horse's mouth, if you go to collegeboard.com, there's a link that says what we are doing to support. You can't miss it. Just click the thing that says COVID-19 and it will take you right to this information if you want to hear it from the horse's mouth. But this is all distilled in that unique Dicus style that you've all come to expect. All right, so let's give a read. Let's select a pen. Here we're going to select that, and we're going to what color should we use? Do it purple? Well, let's go with purple today. Let's have some fun. All right, so the first thing is most exams will be a 25-minute free response question with a 5-minute to upload, followed by 15-minute free response question. Most exams, but not lit or lang. You got that? But not lit or lang. Lit or lang is something else entirely. All right, so English lang is rhetorical analysis. That actually excites me because there is so much going on right now in the news and so many ways for you to practice just daily rhetorical analysis, editorials, speeches. There's so much out there for you to be working your skills on a daily basis. You're going to get practice every single day, AP Lang kids, if you just open yourself to it and listen to a speech and say, oh, all right, he's establishing ethos when he says it like that, or oh, that's a numerato. A numerato is one of my favorite rhetorical strategies where by the speaker lists things by number. In the first place, in the second place, in the third place, usually the third place is the best information. Why? Because that's the last thing the reader needs to be left with. So there's so many great opportunities for you to be practicing this every day, every day. You could be scrolling on Twitter, looking at different articles, and your parents are bothering you. You need to do some schoolwork. I am doing some schoolwork. I'm doing rhetorical analysis of these news stories. I've got an exam coming up. All right, so literature is the prose fiction question, which is, quite frankly, that's the one that we probably spent the least amount of time on in class. But a lot of the skills in poetry analysis and a lot of the skills in analysis period, uh, look, it's all there. Both questions, what is being said, how is it being said, why are those choices being made? Oh, I can do better than that, can't I? And then finally, why do they work? And the big question within that question, this one here, why do they work? The big question in there is associations. What do we, as the audience, associate with the author's choice. What do we associate with that metaphor? What do we associate with that diction? What do we associate? And associations depend on the reader. It's reader response. So if a writer makes lots of choices around dark comparisons and dark diction and short sentences, well, we associate that with a certain kind of tone. So be thinking about this question here. Why does the author make that choice? Because it pushes a certain button in the reader. Why does it work? Because of what we associate with that language. It's all about the writer is trying to put words to the way we feel. The writer is trying to suggest a feeling and then put words to it. And then your job, whether it's Lang or Lit, is to talk about those choices and why they work. How they work, why they work. Or actually, what's the choice? How does it work? Why was that choice made? Why does it work? All right, so this is just that schema. What, why, how is something you need to hammer in your little heads. All right, so bio, there's stuff of interest there. I'm a lit and a recovering Lang teacher, so of course I'm mainly interested in that. There is a YouTube channel, AP YouTube channel. Yeah, you can. Oh, you need to work on work, and you're on YouTube all the time. Mom, Dad, I'm studying for the exam. There's a daily live lesson every day. They're not as fun as me, but they're probably smarter. But hey, I won't be salty if you want to go there. All right, so students will need training and practice in how the exam will go. A timer will appear on the screen, but students may opt to turn it off. They must keep track of their own time. All right. Items not submitted by the end of the time won't be able to be scored. Students will be able to type their responses or handwrite, photograph, upload, and submit all during the time frame. Now, you can consult any texts or internet resources, except you can't do a group chat during the exam. Now, they say that they've got proprietary protocols to detect the cheater activity. All right, now here's the thing about College Board. College Board is a corporation, and I assure you, they have spent buku bucks, big bucks, on this kind of stuff. Don't screw with them on this. So no group chat. Hey, what are you writing? I don't know. What are you writing? Don't do it. They will catch you. They're not going to tell you how they're going to catch you, because then you'd know how to avoid it. Just don't do it. If you do get caught, it's going to be sent to any college that your SAT or AP scores were sent to. So don't do it. You'll do a series of pre-exam questions meant to detect impersonation. So there's going to be a little pre-thing where it's like, I am not a bot. There will be videos. There will be videos, probably here, on previewing the process, plus a yet-to-be-developed simulation where students can practice the protocol. So the protocol basically is you'll log into a secure server, the prompt will pop up, and you'll have the option to either type your response or look at the prompt and handwrite. But here's the crucial thing. The device that you retrieve from must open the exam on the device they plan to submit with. No reading prompts on the phone and submitting on your laptop. So whatever you open it with, that's what you're submitting with. So if you open it on your phone, that's where it has to go. And that either has to be a picture that you upload through that server, or there's going to be a spot for you to type. It's not going to allow you to open up a separate document and then do your thing. You're not going to do it. Even if you've got two screens, as I do, you're not going to be able to have your response here and the prompt here. Negative. So that's the real hitch in all of this. So suddenly that practice of looking at the text and then making notes in on a notebook page, suddenly that skill that we tried to hammer into you doesn't look so useless now, does it? I will be doing some videos about how to mark a text without marking a text. There are ways to do it. But you can open your laptop, read prompts, use laptop to search up stuff, handwrite your response, photograph it with your phone, email it to yourself, and retrieve it on your laptop, and upload it on your laptop. You can handwrite your response, but you cannot have them side by side. Now, this is the part that I'm the most excited about. In fact, I'm going to grab a new color. I'm going to highlight this. Why is it not? Why is it doing that? I don't know. Hell with it. I'm just going to go, I'm going to put it in red because it's interesting. All right. All teachers will get their student responses no later than May 26th. The exception is probably AP Seminar, which has until May 26th to submit their papers, which are independently scored. Not AP Seminar. All right. Testing will take place per the image above between May 11th and May 22nd. School coordinator will determine and give permission to any student needing to take the late test. This could include power outage, dead phone battery, Wi-Fi interrupted during the standard test day. Students will need to practice the test format through the yet-to-be-developed simulation. But what I would practice right now is opening up a document on the laptop and taking notes and then writing it. And then referring to your notes as you type it. That's what I might do. Your mileage may vary. You may find it easier just to read and write as you go. Personally, Dicus's opinion is 20 minutes with a clue will beat 45 minutes without one every single time. That's my take on it. Your mileage may vary. But anyway, I would already be thinking about that. There's stuff about calculus, which I'm sure some of you kids care about. Rubrics for FRQs are mostly the same. Revised scoring rubrics for history exams will be posted tomorrow. So I will be sending you copies of these rubrics. You know that we've got the new, the one for the thesis, which we all hated. 4 for evidence and commentary. And then 1 for sophistication. We all hate this rubric very much. We hate it because it's new, but we mostly hate it because it doesn't make any bloody sense. The 9-point rubric, in my opinion, was far superior. It showed kids where they were. I don't like it. I don't like it. But that's what they're doing. All right, so exams responses will get double the number of readings by AP readers or scorers. Readers will score from home, so there won't be that drunken party that takes place wherever. No hotel bar to congregate in. They'll just do it from the comfort of their own home. And then today, April 3rd, info will be widely released. That's today, as I make this video. That's today. Here is the AP exam schedule. It's a little blurry. But again, this is all available on the College Board website. This is me just kind of giving you a heads up and giving you where you can find this information. So let's grab another color. Let's go blue this time to really make it pop. So you lit kids, notice your time, Pacific time. That's local time, 11 a.m. So that means you guys got to get up. So you kids that have gone nocturnal, you've got to be up at 11 a.m. to take this test. So you nocturnal kids, what I recommend you do is that night, try to go to bed around like 2, right? Because if you go to bed at 2, you can wake up by 10, have some breakfast, get your stuff together, and get it going. Or for the love of God, just go to bed at a regular time that night. Can you one time? Just once. But anyway, it's at 11 a.m. So you kids that have gone nocturnal, you've got to be up to take this thing. You must be up. There's no other getting around that. So that is for lit. That's lit. May 13th. That's a Wednesday. Notice there's no conflicts. So on Wednesday, so these are the days. On Wednesday, the only exam that's going on that day at 11 a.m. is on May 13th is that exam. That is all that is happening that day. And then those of you with multiple exams, you can double check. All right, so you Lang kids, just because I'm a recovering Lang teacher, you Lang kids, you're going to go on Wednesday, May 20th. Wednesday, May 20th. And your time starts if you go down here, your time starts 11 a.m., just like lit, 11 a.m., May 20th, Wednesday. And then, so if you look at the little table, here's the days, here's the times. So like you German language guy, German language and culture, note that this column, things take place at 9 a.m. So if you're doing any of these other tests, that means some of you may have to get up, get your butts up, but it's 9 o'clock. So actually, nocturnal kids, maybe what you need to do is just stay up and then go to bed at noon. And then you'll wake up, be ready to rock and roll that night, get on Discord, get into all kinds of shenanigans, get into fights on Twitter with complete strangers at 3 a.m. You could still do all that. So maybe the best thing for you nocturnal kids to do is just stay up. That could be. That could be. All right, so can I make this bigger? I can make it much bigger. All right, so anyway, a.m. Pacific time, Wednesday, May 13th. AP Lit kids, say it with me. My butt wakes up at 11 a.m. on Wednesday, May 13th to take this test. I'm not going to say a bad word on a district YouTube video because that would just be wrong. But you know what word I would use. So repeat after me. I will get up at by 11 a.m. to take this test. All right, so, however, if you're doing physics or Latin, any of you doing Latin? I don't think you will. All right, Physics 2, Algebra Base, Spanish Literature and Culture. Look, if anybody taking physics, geez, I don't know. All right, but anyway, I can't worry about that. You European history types, note that time is a different time. All right, so everybody hopefully sees how this works. You Lang kids, because I'm a recovering Lang teacher, just say it, repeat after me. My butt wakes up by 11 a.m. on May 20th to take this test. 45 minutes of your life. You can do it. All right, so I'll be doing a Zoom conference today in which I go over all of this. I'll be bringing this up. But I just wanted to make sure that it was get you some content. If you have questions, you can refer back to this video. And you can also go to College Board. I hope this video finds everybody well. And remember, it's optional. But the thing I want to impress upon the lot of you is that it's all optional. Life is optional. Your whole life is optional. Your life is a series of choices. It may not seem that way when you're living in somebody else's house, but you do have choices every day, and sometimes we ignore them. I will leave you with a quote from one of my favorite bad movies, Starship Troopers. The ability to figure things out for ourselves is the only freedom any of us really has. And to that I would add, the last of the human freedoms is to choose one's attitude. So there's some rather unfortunate circumstances that have come up. We can choose to have a good attitude about it, or we can at least choose to have an optimistic attitude, or realize that things are bad, but they're always getting better. Things can be bad and better at the same time. Keep that in mind. All right, until we meet again next time. Cheers.